On today's episode of Running in Circles, we're playing everybody's favorite quick match hero, the Butcher, who coincidentally is an incredibly difficult hero to really get going with. So, I'm going to try to show you a couple things about him, even though his kit is entirely... Oh my god. If I bite off my tongue in the middle of this video, I would feel so much better. Okay, anyway, the team comps: Anduin, Varian, Ragnaros, Butcher, Junkrat versus ETC, Abathur, Lili, Imperius, and Chen. As you can see, our tank is contingent on this player picking Taunt, and they have a tank in Belfry, so you know, things could potentially be really bad for us. But with that being said, it makes our build path very easy to pick out. See if we can turn on the ETC. Nope, looks like he's gonna get out there. That's okay. Luckily, ETC is a pretty squishy tank as far as tanks go. And he should be pretty easy to melt if we're at least focusing him or whatever target we hit. So, oh my god. I didn't really... Okay. He's gonna do a couple of those pulls this game, and I'm gonna be a little bit like, okay. Getting slow on the Imperius, though, while he's under the towers, is going to get us our first blood and our first stack meat. Meat, ultimately what you need as the Butcher to really get everything going. But luckily, the enemy team has a Lili, and they can blind me at any point and really stop all of my damage. Not that that's going to happen, because all of our damage is going to be baked into our charge, which is the build that we're going to be taking today. Level 1 doesn't really matter, but I took block to try to stop some Imperius and Chen damage. That doesn't look like Chen can build auto attack, so I'm stupid for picking that. I should have picked Invigoration, probably. Yeah, anyway, so the whole build is going to be based around our E, which is our charge. It is a completely unstoppable move after a short wind-up, and you're going to stun the person that you hit just like that. I'm sure you've seen it more than a couple times already. Another, like, totally limp dick pull, but whatever. We get him. He's going to die? He's not going to die. Once you hit about half a health bar with Butcher, I'm noticing that everybody on the enemy team just starts looking at you like you're fucking cake. Like, oh my god, I have to have that. This is exactly what I'm doing with this here Chen. Did you just come over the wall? What? Not that it matters, because I'm missing things now, because Lili managed to blind me over the wall. Okay, Anduin, the other way, thank you. Even though she's about to die with a Junkrat poke. We have managed to force ourselves away from a very bad situation, and we're gonna go do what we can, even though we don't have any mana or health. Melf, that's what it's called, mana and health. Rag pushing up on the top fort while the enemy team is completely invisible on the map, with the exception of ETC. So, see if we can get some damage going. Doesn't look like anyone else on my team wants to do this, so it's probably a good idea for me to stop and go help them. Who do we charge? Let's charge out to the ETC. Why not? Oh my god! Stand on top of the stun, get the ETC stunned. Good pull from the Anduin. Let's slow everybody down with our Q. Actually, we're gonna die anyway, so that's okay. Was a good pull. Could have been better. But I died. Ultimately, because I don't know where to stand, and that's my problem, not his. So, Rag trying and failing miserably to do damage to the Immortal by himself. Our whole game plan should be at this point to stack me out of control and then we can start worrying about the objective. So all of our real sustained damage comes from me. Oh, we're gonna get that Imperious kill. We did. Nailed it. Looks like we might get Chen too if his stagger doesn't save him. It did. Bummer. Oh wait. He's just gonna stand there and eat all my damage instead of walking towards the fort. I don't. Questionable quick match decisions, but that's a thing for another time. I do want to get some blood though, and I know I should probably be racing right now, but again, stacking me as fast as possible is the objective. We're gonna come down here and help out our good pull there. Good buddy Varian Anduin father-son workday. Co-worker the butcher inbound, trying to get. Oh my god, that's a stab. Nobody wants to see their dad get stabbed at work. And down he goes. We're gonna charge onto the ETC, but we can't continue to stay. Okay, we're gonna make it. It's fine. He doesn't have the auto attacks, so he's not gonna do any damage. The good news about our level 4 talent, not our level 7 talent, which you're looking at right now, is that our level 4 talent, when we hit anything with our E, look at all those fucking blinds just saving the ever-loving shit out of that avatar. When we hit something with our E, no matter what it is, we can't target those. We reduce the cooldown of the E itself, and then at level, I think 13, we're going to take what is 10% of the enemy's maximum health per charge impact. So, the shorter cooldown that is, the more damage we're going to be doing with that ability, and the more blood that we can get to really stack our autos. But we're going to explode, and it's fine. Rag died too. I don't feel so bad. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, you can use your E though, as long as it hits something, whether it's a minion, a mercenary, whatever, it is going to shorten the cooldown from, I believe, 12 seconds, 15 seconds, to 18 seconds? I mean, 8 seconds? 33%. I don't really like that. I think it's about 8 seconds, though. There, it's like, I don't know, 9. I'm bad at math. Here we go! Let's check it! 8. Yep, nailed it. I'm the best. Trying to walk around it, gets himself popped back. We got our W on him. We're going to body block him right into that root, clean him up so we can eat that sweet, sweet cow meat. The talent that I took at level 4 that you don't usually see, 7, is Insatiable Blade. Now, typically I would take Victuals, or even Meat Shield, or the Spell Armor. But in this case, putting the W on any of the frontliners, or even the Lily, no, I never want to target the Lily, I move faster towards them, and it actually does an insane job of, good tire, oh my god, helping me body block and like getting around and through people. So what it does, you just put your W on someone, and as long as you're running towards them, you run 35% faster, which is nuts. Because Lily can run really fast away from me when she's got damage. I need a single minion, which I got. Chen can run away, ETC can power slide away and use his W to knock me back. Imperius can Q away. Like, everybody has a way to get away from me, unless I put my W on them, and then I just run my little butcher feet super quick at them. So that's why I took it. It actually worked out very well, and it's the only reason I body blocked that TC in that last little skirmish. But we're gonna go get ourselves some mana from the mana bowl. Yeah, I like that. Mana bowl. Like cereal. And then we're gonna go defend our immortal Rag appears to be dead. There's nothing we can do with that. Got a little bit of a stun, but they collapsed entirely on him, and Varian wants to go in. So let's hit him with the big old furnace. Do as much damage as possible. Incredible protection by our Varian on top of the mosh pit. I'm just gonna hit things so I can get health back. ETC come on, good taunt! Nailed it. Still got most of our health from that heal, trying to get away, can only do so much. Big peel from the Riptire, loving it! Looks like, oh my god, Varian getting pulled to safety by his son. Isn't that the fanciest shit you've ever seen? Got that heal too, yes. So the whole reason that we didn't instantly explode during that team fight is because Varian went in first. Technically, Rag went in first and died, but Varian went in after him and still managed to soak up the enemy team's attention, which is generally what they do when you are playing into a butcher. Like, he is incredibly easy to see coming, he's incredibly telegraphed, and it's so simple to turn on him. I was having a lot of trouble in my first couple games because I was the only engage on our team, and with that, the enemy team was just laser focused looking for my charge. So that's rough. Really what you want to be doing with your charge is going in at about half health on any given target, or about halfway poked down by the rest of your team. Or if you have a clear engage like our friendly taunt Varian here, who is a champion BTW for going taunt. Love it, love it, love it. Then you can clear engage off of them too. It really helps because you're just diving right on top of your engage. Butcher's more follow-up CC than it is for hard run it down. But the whole reason that I even took Furnace Blast, oh my god! Did you see all that? The whole reason that I took Furnace Blast is because I was in no way, shape, or form going to land my... oh my god, you're dead! Land a Lamp-of-the Slaughter on anybody that I wanted to actually land it on. Because their team is mostly frontline, right? We gotta get onto Lily, but all of them are standing on top of Lily all the time. So, I don't know. Lamp-of-the Slaughter just wasn't gonna do me a whole lot of good. Unless you can, like, nail to the post the squishy that is ruining everyone's day. You gotta be very careful with Lamp, even though it is the better ult. I think Furnace Blast is much more fun, much more immediate damage, and it really doubles on to the amount of burst that you can get from this build, which is fantastic. Charged him, got the cooldown reduction. Still working our way back here. Big taunt, gonna kill the panda. Gonna get the angel next. No. Oh, come on, we can do it. Nailed it. Cow time? He's not coming after me while I'm lit up by the furnace. Ooh! Just gotta walk outside core range. It's okay, it's okay. We're at 278. I just don't want to die. Is that a tire? That seems like a pretty clear engage to me. Got him. Didn't have enough mana for the Butcher's brand, but Anduin just having my back 100% with the heals, keeping my ass alive. I was totally just going to trade my life for Lily and let the team ended, but you know what? He had other things to say. Other things to say. Anyway, that was the Butcher game. It's pretty stompy. I mean, that's kind of how Butcher games go. They either suck or they're a lot of fun. And oh my god, we topped the damage. Look at that. This is mostly charge damage. Yeah. You can build Butcher for auto attacks, but it's very, very hard, and you have to get your stacks early on, which is an even more difficult task. So when you're building charge, you get a little, you get a lot more reliable damage. So keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out the build. But here it is, block at level 1, Unrelenting Pursuit, Insatiable Blade, Furnace Blast, Savage Charge, and Raged, and then 20 would have been Blink. Because Furnace Blast is on a 3-second delay, and being able to blink when you use it is totally cool. because everybody's like, oh, I got away, and then you blink on them and explode, and they're like, this isn't fair. And that ultimately is the only reason we play Butcher, right? because we want people to feel that way. But thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. That will do it for me. Until next time, have a great day.